Hi guys, my name is Christian. This is my first video of gameplay. I've been wanting to do a video for a long time, but I was trying to get to the moment where I could set up my computer with BlueStack to record directly from my computer and stuff. But I decided I found this deck that I made up and it's really OP and I wanted to share with you guys. So I'm just doing it from my cell phone because right now my computer is busted. Um, so this is a deck that's built for a white and red mana pool, and it's you could either use it with um, Nahiri, the Harbinger, or with um, Ajani, Vengeant, which are both white and red. The only two white and red planeswalkers at the moment. The reason why it is white and red is because of the two main cards that this deck depends on. I'm gonna show you the deck. Now, what's most important in this deck are the two spells at the top. So you have Hazoret's Undying Fury, which is a red, and you have Deploy the Gatewatch, which is a white card. So that's why it has to be red and white. There's something similar with this red and blue planeswalker. I don't remember the name right now, but her special power is to bring forth 4 vehicles from her deck. So if you do that deck with only one type of vehicle, then that power is very, very strong. Now, let me show you what I mean. Here's Hazoret's Undying Fury. You fetch the first 4 spells in your library, reduce their cost to 0, then each card in your hand is fully drained of its mana. This spell cannot fetch other copies of itself, hence why we have only one other spell, which is Deploy the Gatewatch. Fetch the first 3 creatures in your library and place them on the battlefield. So basically, you have to empty your hand before you drop this card, and then it's gonna pull 4 of this card, and then you're gonna just fetch 12 creatures from your deck. Now, here's the interesting thing. You can do it with any creature that you want, but I found that this combination is really good. And the reason why I went with 4 creatures rather than 3 is because I can only have 4 supports, and I don't want to have a third spell. So this is what I did. I picked the Distended Mindbender, which when it enters the battlefield, the opponent discards 2 cards randomly. I picked Heron's Grace. I used to have the let me look for it real quick. I forgot the name. Sorry for that. I used to have this one, Mockery of Nature, because it has when the creature enters the battlefield, 1 support gem of your opponent is destroyed, and it was actually pretty cool. But I noticed that every time I finished the match, I would be low on life. So that's why I decided to take Heron's Grace champion, because it has lifelink, and that way sometimes I can actually end the match with some life left. And then I have these 2, Handwear Garrison and Handwear Battlements, because even though they are 2 creatures, they meld into 1, and then every time you cast it, it just reinforces that same creature. There's another creature that I've seen that you could use, which is Brona, but I don't have the other card for Brona, so that's why I didn't take her. I can't find her right now. At first, I was doing this deck with Olivia because I really like this card, but the problem with that is that whenever a new creature is summoned, you're consuming the card that was just brought up. So, in the end, if Olivia comes up right away, uh, by the time the second card is activated, the second card that summons three more creatures, you've already consumed them, so it's not as effective. So now let me just show you real quick how this deck works. I'm gonna you can see I'm not even level 60. I'm actually level 57, and I don't even depend on the power on the Planewalker's power. I just the deck is just so strong that I don't need it. But it helps that sometimes I can actually get the Planeswalker power and just use it. I've been using this deck for the past week and a half, and I have only lost like 3 times with it. And that's, the whole thing with this game has to do with luck sometimes. I'm still really getting the character. Once I get that card that I showed you first, then I'm showing the fun skills. Still getting only characters. Mini red either. Still nothing. Man, it's taking its sweet time. Oh, here's the first card. Play the Gatewatch. Still not the one that I actually wanted to get, but it's something. I think I might actually do it. For now, let's just reinforce this guy. Get some life back. See how they mix to tell you guys about another support that I use, which is the Fire Goggles, I think it is. I'll check it out now. It's a really expensive mana-wise support, but it's very worthwhile because it activates 3 gems that you can use to summon a spell. So it can actually heighten your possibilities of getting of launching the attack. By the way, in case any of the developers is watching this, my mobile phone is a Nexus 6, and I've always told them that this game is very it demands a lot of graphics. I think they should have an option to turn down the graphics. So when you get this one, you don't have to clear up your board because this one doesn't actually summon any other cards. It just fetches creatures in your deck directly. check this out. I might end up dying, but this is really awesome. All thanks to that one card. I still don't die. I still die because I didn't get back enough life. But I almost won. And that was a really difficult deck. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments if you need any explanations of any of the cards, or if you'd like to see more games like this one. And I hope you have a nice rest of the day.